Hey everyone! I woke up this morning, checked my phone, and I realized two terrifying things. One, Nintendo still thinks 1080p is a futuristic sci-fi concept. And two, FromSoftware is making games for people who actually enjoy talking to strangers online. I love FromSoftware. I love them so much, I'd marry Dark Souls 3 if it could file taxes. But if their future involves wiki multiplayer events and guild leaders, I'm gonna throw my chair out the window. Today we're talking about Switch 2, the Duskbloods, and why I'm worried about FromSoftware's future. You know, it might look a little sweaty. Also, why are open worlds starting to feel like IKEA stores with no exit signs? What? What's that SCP? Anyway. Tell me in the comments. Alright, Switch 2. Apparently, it's coming late 2025 with a 3D Mario game at launch. Sick! But it's Nintendo. So I fully expect the console to somehow be less powerful than a toaster from 2009. And you know the trailer is going to show Mario jumping in 4K ray traced grass. But when we actually play it, it's going to look like a PowerPoint presentation with motion blur. Yeah, motion blur in a Nintendo game? Don't even get me started. And don't even get me started on the price. That thing's probably going to be $600. Let's be honest. I didn't get the pre-order, so who did? Comment if you got your pre-order. Yeah, from Best Buy or something. I'm still going to buy it, though, because I'm weak. And because Nintendo knows if they slap a sad Yoshi on a cardboard box, you know. Enough said. Alright, so the Duskbloods. It looks phenomenal. The dark gothic vibes, the monster designs, the atmosphere, chef's kiss. But it's clear they're pushing this one hard toward multiplayer. Guilds, factions, group invasions. FromSoftware basically walked into a room and said, what if Elden Ring was Destiny? And now you gotta summon 5 friends to open the forgotten door to get to the Dark Lurker, you know? And look, multiplayer isn't evil. I love some good co-op chaos. Some of my best memories are summoning 2 guys named, what were their names? They were awesome. It says here Goku 420 and XX Bloodfart 69 XX. That's not very funny, though. I can't remember their names, but they were awesome. And, you know, it was a fun time. It's like Halo. But, not me, I guess. I never played Halo. I don't care. But when multiplayer becomes the focus, when you start balancing bosses around squad play, the single player experience usually suffers. You know? And here's the thing. FromSoft's best magic happens when you feel completely, soul-crushingly alone. All I really want You're not supposed to feel like the Avengers. You're supposed to feel like a rat that accidentally wandered into Santa's living room. And it's not just FromSoft doing this. It's the entire industry. Everything has to be live service now. Far Cry 7 is going to be live service. You're gonna get a skin to play as Pagan Ming, probably. You know? Jeez. I'm sorry, I don't want to grind for reputation with the fungal warlords of Schmarp. Really? Schmarp? I just want to find some scary bosses and, you know, question everything. And when you add too much multiplayer, the tension dies, the sadness dies. It's not a brutal, lonely journey anymore. It's a Super Bowl party where everyone's teabagging the boss. Yeah. Dark Souls 3 with 2 summons, what a joke. Dark Souls 2, what a joke. Speaking of things that are slowly killing my will to live, open worlds. Every game is like, look at this map, it's the size of Jupiter. And then it's 99% empty, you know? Elden Ring was a masterpiece, as Joseph Anderson will tell you, because it was handcrafted and huge. Not every studio, speaking of huge, what's my cat doing? Speaking of every studio, they can't pull it off. And now every publisher thinks, well, Elden Ring sold 20 million copies. Let's make our game the size of Texas 2. Texas 2, coming out soon. And real talk, I miss games that respected my time. Games where you didn't need Google Maps and 3 Xanax to get to the next boss. Wow. I want another game like Dark Souls 3. And 1. Not 2. We already got that with Elden Ring. Compact and focused. Every hallway, every shortcut, every hidden item, it felt intentional. Every bone wheel. Not just walk for 20 minutes across a weald, A field, fight a slightly larger crab and repeat. Now, am I being dramatic? Definitely. Am I going to buy the Duskbloods on day one? Absolutely. Am I going to buy Night Rain on day... When does that come out? Y'all excited for that? But still, I hope they don't lose the soul of their games chasing the next big live service trend. Because From Software is different. They're the studio that made loneliness beautiful. Actually, that was Phil Spencer on Xbox. They made misery artistic. And if they trade all that just to make multiplayer raids with epic season rewards, then yeah. It's gonna... Is there a dog in my house? Anyway, that's gonna hurt. I want another sad and cruel and focused game. Another experience where I feel like I barely survived, limping away with 5 HP and 300 new emotional scars. Not a get the squad together and do the weekly event for sick loot drop simulator. What's that, everyone get together where they're doing like Party Rock Anthem on Warzone? That's not what I want. I mean, Party Rock Anthem? That would be pretty sick, actually. Get Red Foo as a boss. So that's where I'm at. Excited, but scared. Hopeful, but bracing for corporate pain. Let me know what you think. Are you hyped for the Duskbloods? Do you want more multiplayer madness? Or are you like me, clinging to your PS5 copy of Dark Souls 3, or the collection, I guess, and whispering, never change, never change. And, you know what? That actually goes into a discussion about the themes of the games. But that sounds like an actual video. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.